kitchen with EPL.
Hello everybody, it's Christine from the Easton Library, and we are back for another summer episode of In the Kitchen with EPL. So today our theme is popcorn Picasso. So we're going to take plain old popcorn, whether it's from your popper or microwave popcorn or just good old in a pot popcorn. And we're going to make it into something fancy and special. Okay, so first thing we're going to make is popcorn balls. I don't know if everybody's had popcorn balls, but they're kind of like a Rice Krispie treat, but with popcorn instead of cereal. So I have made some of them here, and I put them in these little bags and then tied them with a ribbon to make them look pretty for a nice presentation, and you could give them to friends or to family. It'd be kind of a nice take with you sort of thing, like if you're going to the beach or to the lake or on a summer bike ride, you could just toss a couple of those in somewhere and have a popcorn ball for a treat. It'd be kind of fun. So I'm going to show you how to make them. Super easy. You don't need a lot of stuff. You need, of course, popcorn. This is just microwave popcorn that I popped earlier. You need marshmallows. The mini ones are the best because they melt fastest. You're going to need some butter, and you're going to need a little vanilla extract. And that's about all you need. My mom used to make popcorn balls when I was little, and she would put food coloring in them. So in the marshmallows, she would mix like a batch of pink and a batch of green, and then the little popcorn balls would be all different color, which is fun if you want to do that. Or you could, after you make them, they're sticky, so you could roll them in sprinkles or like that brightly colored sugar and make them really eye-catching. I just did plain, but you can make them special any way you want. So we're going to show you how to make them. First thing you do is you're going to put some popcorn in a bowl. I'm going to make these on a small scale to show you, but you would probably start bigger. Like you might use I would say the entire thing of popcorn, but we're going to use these for some other stuff too. So I'm just going to start with a small bowl of popcorn. According to the recipe, you need, let's see, it says 12 cups of popcorn, but I think that's a lot. But for the 12 cups of popcorn, they use one bag of the mini marshmallows. That's 10 ounces. So you kind of get the idea there of the ratio. So popcorn, and then you're going to take a bowl of marshmallows. You can either do this on the stove, or I'm doing this in the microwave, which is a really, really easy way to do it. Works great. So you take your marshmallows, and I'm going to add to that a little bit of butter because it kind of makes them less sticky. Just going to pop that right on there. And then a couple drops of the vanilla extract for flavor. And then we're going to take you over to the microwave and show you how to melt them. So here's our marshmallows and butter and vanilla. I'm going to try 30 seconds to start because we don't want them to get too like exploding. That would be bad. But they do swell up, which is fun to watch. That's not melted enough, but look how cool that looks all swelled up. Okay, so you get your marshmallows out of the microwave, and careful, your bowl is going to be hot. And you have to give them a little stir to sort of mix the butter and the vanilla and the marshmallows all together, and it makes this like really gooey marshmallow deliciousness. And this is probably when you would add the food coloring if you want to do that. So then you're going to take your marshmallow gooey stuff and pour it right on top of your popcorn. There we go. Now it's a little hot, so you're going to have to be careful because we're going to put our hands in there, and I don't want us to burn our hands. So, very sticky, sticky stuff. When I made those yesterday, I used rubber gloves, which I think was a great idea. Otherwise, I might still be washing marshmallow off of my hands. If you don't have rubber gloves, give your hands a really good coating of butter or oil, vegetable oil, and that will help them not become quite so super sticky. So I'm going to put on these rubber gloves, and I'm going to take a little blob of this butter. I'm like covering all my bases. Rubber gloves and butter. Okay, so now my hands are all ready. So now I'm just going to get in there and kind of stir this popcorn up in the marshmallowy stuff to incorporate the marshmallowy stuff through all of the popcorn. And it works really easy. Like, it's not hard to work with at all. I thought it was going to be much messier, and it was really a snap. Okay, then you just grab however big of a amount you would want in your popcorn ball. Let's do it like this size. And you mold it, kind of slightly crunch it together. Et voila! I have a popcorn ball. So you could wrap these in plastic, you could do little specific individual bags, but you gotta wrap them in something, otherwise they're gonna like turn into little popcorn ball rocks, and we don't want those. Right now they're still nice and soft, so wrap them up in something airtight. Anyway, there you go, popcorn balls. Yum, and so fun. Excellent. So that was like our sweet popcorn treat. Now our next ones that we're gonna do are more savory. So don't need the gloves for those, definitely not. So those we can get rid of. And the first one we're gonna try, let me just move a couple of these things out of our way. And, all right, we are going to make a Parmesan lemon popcorn. Yum, that sounds good. So I'm just gonna show you in a small bowl to show you a small amount. Let me just move this marshmallowy sticky bowl out of our way. All right, so take some of your plain popcorn and you're gonna put it in a bowl. Again, I'm just showing you on a small scale. You could do a whole big delicious bowl of this. Okay, perfect. Now this one is really easy. You're just going to, it's best to use it to put this topping on when your popcorn is still hot. So right out of the microwave, right out of the popper, nice and warm still, and that will really help all the flavors like really stick right in there. So we're gonna do a little lemon juice, kind of to your taste. You don't wanna overdo it so your popcorn is soggy, but you wanna be able to coat all the popcorn. So I'm just gonna do a little squeeze of lemon juice. Yum. And this is Parmesan cheese. It's really finely grated. So if your popcorn was hot, it would melt on there really easily. And again, kind of to your taste. If you prefer it less cheesy, don't put so much on there. But the heat will melt it. And then this is cayenne pepper. So this is where the heat's gonna come in. Do you want just a tiny bit? I'm just gonna do sort of a moderate amount. Not a ton, but not a tiny amount. And then you could take like a little salad tongs or something and mix it up. And it's great because it's got that freshness of the lemon and it's got the heat of the cayenne, and then it's got that like homey, cheesy goodness. It's really good, and it's very pretty also. So if you were going to, let's say, have friends over for a movie or family movie night, one of these popcorns would be so fun. So again, this is Parmesan lemon popcorn. And if there was any other seasoning that you wanted to throw on there, you could make it your own, which would be super fun too. Excellent. So our next one, it's kind of similar because it has the heat and the cheese in it. But this one is hot sauce and cheddar cheese popcorn, which also sounds amazing. So you're gonna start with your plain popcorn again. Okay, perfect. And you're gonna take a little melted butter. However much you would do for your regular bowl of popcorn, you know, maybe 3 tablespoons or something of butter. Melt it. This one I melted in the microwave. And then you're gonna take some hot sauce. Now it could be whatever kind of hot sauce you like. If you like Tabasco, we could do that. Sriracha, also good. I kind of like this one, Cholula. So this is the one that I usually use. And you're gonna put as much of that hot sauce as you want into the butter. This is gonna be to taste. If you prefer it hotter, put in more. If you want it just a little flavor but not the heat, put in less. So you're gonna mix this up, the two of those things together, the hot sauce and the butter, and you're gonna pour it over the popcorn. Again, nice hot popcorn, so you can really incorporate it all in. And then here I have some grated, this is actually Mexican blend grated cheese, which is even nicer than just plain cheddar, but you can use any kind of cheese you want. If you have grated, I don't know, some kind of fancy cheese, you could even do like a mozzarella, I suppose. So you put some of that on, you let the heat from the popcorn melt that cheese all nice and gooey, and you give it a little toss, and another great movie night treat. So fun. It's not just plain old popcorn from, from the Jiffy Pop. It is fancy popcorn that you could serve to friends, something fun, something different, and also in ball form. So I hope you like this popcorn for this summer. And I hope you have a chance to make some of these popcorn Picasso treats. And we will see you again really soon on In the Kitchen with EPL. So long.